life is a journey. And when we say it's a cliche, it's a trite wisdom, it's a journey, yeah, we know that. But do we really know that? Conventional wisdom, or at least the way our brain are wired to sort of just like interact with this reality, is to go from one destination to another. It's always in the struggle of this future event, of this future self, or it's either stuck in some sort of past versions of events and things that has happened to you. And again, I can relate that because I go through those struggles every freaking day. It's these memories of, oh, this happened to you, or what is this person thinking about you right now, or oh, I have to do this, oh, my vacation will be over in a few days and I have to go back to work. I have to pay bills. I have to uh, go pick up this person from this place. There's just so many obligations. But the journey of life is to be in this moment and is just to choose what's aligned with your higher self. Now, when you talk about higher self, a lot of times it is conflated with this sort of spiritual jargons, but higher self is basically the quality of your choices at this point. So, in this moment, do you choose to be forgiving, kind, and also loving? Do you choose to be happy? Now, happiness is not an outcome, and I truly believe that. So, the idea is that you reach, you go drive to this specific destination, and you'll be happy. Yes, there definitely might be some joy and thrill when you go somewhere, do something new, but happiness, I feel, is just not this rush of dopamine that you get from uh, doing certain activities, eating something, but rather it's this sort of a constant release of serotonin, a constant sort of balancing of all these amazing chemicals that your body produces in cahoots with your brain. But then happiness is a state of mind. Is that if you choose to be happy today, all your actions will be aligned in a way that whatever you manifest or you attract in your life, it will align to your highest good. Now, what it means is that you will definitely face obstacles, situations which are not ideal. But if you choose to be happy, if you choose to respond to them from a place of positivity, that everything that happens to you happens for a reason, then it's a more balanced outlook, because life is chaotic. So life is disorder, but then from that chaos you also have to think of order within your life. But then if it's too much order, then it can become too safe, too boring, too suffocating. A lot of people are living a lot of safe, boring lives from 9 to 5, and that's suffocating their own selves, their soul, to say. But then a lot of people are living a lot of chaotic, disorderly life where they fall out of one relationship to another. They can't really hold a job. They don't have a healthy body. They don't eat healthy. They don't feel good. So on these two spectrum of over order and over chaos, you choose balance and harmony. In this moment, do you choose to balance, listen to the winds around you, to the beautiful clouds, to the beautiful nature that's around you? Or do you choose to amplify the chaos and the noise that surrounds you? And it's very easy to do this. I can just go on Instagram right now and scroll through reels, doom scroll my way. Or rather, I choose to just share this message. Now, when I say share this message, this is not a wisdom. This is not a wisdom that's esoteric, that's way out. It is definitely something that we have felt, and it's been shared by beautiful authors, uh, intellectuals, artists, admirable people. But in this moment, in this true moment, we are on a journey. And I love to. I feel that I pull wisdom from so many different traditions, but I like to pull this beautiful wisdom from what I've gotten from Lao Tzu, where it's the flow of life, it's being in this moment, and then pulling that to Eckhart Tolle and his idea of being in this moment, of surrendering, of what's going to happen. And yes, we have no control what's going to happen, but that's the beauty. If you choose happiness, then any response or however you process information will be much better off. So being happy, not chasing dopamine hits by eating out, meeting people, just doing things for the sake of those dopamine hits, but rather it's a constant state of well-being. Your choices right now. Right now, let's say there is a constant narrative or a chatter in your head that you're not good enough, or this happened, no one loves you. Do you wanna amplify that? Do you wanna take a deep breath and just realize that, all right, I hear these voices. I don't wanna suppress this, but I wanna let them go. I definitely feel worthy. I'm happy. Yes, I have made mistakes in the past, but right now I want to be more clear headed and go through life. That's a meditation, a good diet, uh, sleeping well, drinking a lot of water, and exercising daily. They are such beneficiaries. And also, these days, being very mindful of how you interact with social media. That's another new modern addition that I feel is part of a healthy, happy human diet, I feel. Now, for me, sharing these messages when I'm out in nature, I would say I had lived a life where I was very future oriented. I was healthy, I was miserable, too chaotic sometimes, and too orderly. But now I feel I'm in a better place. Uh, the things that I've done differently is that I consciously partake in life. I do not repress or demonize anything. I love the journey of life. In this present moment, if I meet a friend, I meet them totally with all my presence. I don't judge them, and even if I'm judging me, it's fine. That's their perception. In this moment, if I need to create something, I will create. In this moment, if I want to say to my loved one that, hey, I love you, I like you, I'll do that. In this moment, I want to just stay silent and just absorb what's around me. I'll do that. In this moment, if I want to go on YouTube and watch something fun, I'll do that. But I'm very conscious of what I'm doing. If I want to post something on Instagram, I'll do that. I have to be very conscious of my intentions. So the journey of life is definitely a winding road with a lot of pit stops. Sometimes your car can break down, but sometimes you can find a great mechanic that can fix you up. Sometimes your car uh, is so smooth and it's so dependable that you go on life without any road bumps. But some people, unfortunately, have a lot of road bumps in life. Now, all these modern analogies can be traced back to ancient Indian knowledges in terms of karma, doshas, and astrology can be weaved in, and then we can also use quantum mechanics. So what I'm trying to say is, all these, all all our life experiences have been experienced by a lot of people in a lot of ancient civilizations in the past, but then also in the future as human beings are evolving. We are in this information age, and right now I feel the language that we use has to be modified. So in Indian mysticism, we use the term Maya. Maya is the illusion that the world is not real. Now we can use the word simulation. Simulation is bad. People now, since Matrix in the early 2000s, the movie Matrix that stars Keanu Reeves, to now, uh, we use a lot of artificial intelligence. Simulation is a more palatable theory. The video game theory that we are in a video game, this is the avatar, and we are going through life doing that. And then you are not your body and your mind, but you are a soul. That's the wisdom of the East, Advaita Vedanta, non duality. So what I'm trying to say here is, and what Eckhart Tolle or Lao Tzu sort of says, and what I'm actually getting from them is, be in the flow of life, be in this moment, trust the wisdom. That's your intelligence. It's beyond your thinking mind and your intellect. Your thinking mind, and according to Sadhguru, is just uh, pulling on strings from the information that you have gained. This body is literally an aggregation of the things that you have eaten from this earth. Similarly, the thoughts in your head and the chatter is just constantly the diet that you've been on. So it could be a negative diet. It could be a lot of information taken from social media. Oh, this is happening in America, this is happening in Israel, this is happening in Palestine, and it's just constantly keeping your nervous system nervous. And then it's also a lot of toxic relationships that you've experienced, toxic work situation, traumatic life experiences that sort of makes you always angry when you think about the future. But when you disconnect from that and when you just let thoughts flow like the wind that's flowing right now, you realize that in this moment, you're experiencing life as it is. Now, you don't have to be religious, spiritual, could be very scientific, could be very rational. Do not invest yourself in these thoughts. What is this voice that's constantly chattering in your head? Think about that. You are on a journey of life, my friend, and destinations are fun, but they are not the goal. It's just the journey, and you keep on trucking, my friend. All right, so long. Thank you for listening.